Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. And today we're going to be looking at two books from a company called Bitmap Books. Now, if you haven't heard of this company, they are a company founded by graphic designer Sam Dyer, and this company has won a lot of awards for doing retro gaming books. So the first book I want to talk about is The Guide to Japanese Role-Playing Games. Guys, 644 pages of RPG bliss. Seriously, I was so overwhelmed by this book. It was just like amazing to see all these games I did not know about. And I consider myself an RPG guru. I really do. And this book surprised me with like a lot of RPGs I didn't even know about. Lots of RPGs that were fan translated. So it's just like any RPG you're looking for is going to be in this book. Now, I can't go over every RPG in this book, obviously, but I can show you some of my favorite ones that are in here and the overview they have. So let's take a look. All right, starting out the list strong, Valkyrie Profile, one of my top favorite RPGs of all time. If you have not played this game, oh my God, this is truly an amazing experience. If you thought Final Fantasy VII was a tearjerker, you haven't seen nothing yet. Valkyrie Profile is something else. I don't want to go too much into the story because I'll probably ruin it for a lot of you guys, but it is truly one of a kind, guys. Definitely is a game that you want to look into. This game is definitely Enix at their best. You know, Enix is known for Star Ocean, Valkyrie Profile, and Dragon Quest, but man, Valkyrie Profile is just one of the hidden games that a lot of people don't talk about, and rightfully so because it's not really widely available, but it kind of is now. You can even play this game on your iPhone out here, so definitely check this one out, guys. It is truly amazing. Here's 1,000 Arms. Remember when everybody thought this was going to be a sequel to Wild Arms? They said, oh yeah, that's a sequel to Wild Arms. No, 1,000 Arms is its own game. And what's really unique about this RPG, not only is it turn-based, but it's actually also a dating sim as well. This game always stood out to me because of the voice acting, and especially the intro song when this game starts off. It's actually really well done. Everything from the graphics, even though they're pretty simplistic to today's standards, I would say, you know, I just think this game was really well done. The characters are likable. The special moves when you acquire them are actually really cool looking. And the dating was actually pretty fun. Not only can you date the girls on your team, but you can actually date certain girls in cities and everything. And what that would do, how that would benefit you was you would actually unlock special moves for certain characters, like super moves. So definitely worth doing. A lot of fun doing it, and it was really funny. This game is definitely one of my favorites of all time. You know, I wish that it was available on more platforms, but unfortunately, it's only available on the PS1 that I know of, unless they put it on mobile or something like that. I'm not really sure. But definitely, if you have a chance to play this game, give it a chance. You won't be disappointed. Grandia 3 is actually my favorite Grandia game in the series. I know I may get a lot of flack for that, but that's just how I feel about this one. I think that the second game is actually the best in the series, but for some reason I just like part 3 the best. I think it has the best combat system, and I like the coming of age story it has. I think it was really well done, even though a lot of people gave it flack. But definitely an excellent game that a lot of people should play. I think this is actually available on more platforms to play. It might be available as download on PS4 or PS3. I can't really remember. But if you have the physical game, even better. But definitely a Grandia game you should try out. This is the last game they made in the series, which is unfortunate because I feel like they had a lot more to kind of bring to the series with sequels. Tales of Exilia is my second favorite Tales game of all time, at least up to this point. This game was awesome. I had a great time playing this one, and I love the characters. I love the world of Riza Maxia. It was just like, man, this game was like a dream come true. The characters, the voice acting, the story elements, it was just all really well done. And I really actually like the battle system. I'm hearing now that a lot of people weren't like, well, I don't know. Maybe this is just a few people that are not into the battle system of this game, but I actually really enjoyed it. How you could combine moves with other characters with the link and everything like that. But definitely a great Tales game. I thought Mila Maxwell was a great main character. Jude was also a good character as well. And I love that you could start this game off with either character, and the perspective of the game will be slightly different, just different enough to be worth playing with both characters. So if you have not played this game yet, folks, definitely seek this one out. It will definitely warm your heart. About the other stories, I haven't talked about this game in a very long time. This is an amazing action RPG that unfortunately a lot of people did not get to play. One of my favorite RPG companies at the time, which was Tri-Ace, created this game. You might know them from creating Star Ocean, Valkyrie Profile, games like that. But this game works on a real-time, in-game time clock that certain events only happen if you meet requirements to meet at certain times, I would say. So say, for instance, you have to go meet a character to recruit them. You can only do it at a certain time, so you have to be there. And if you're not there, you won't be able to recruit that character. This game came out during an era where a lot of creators were able to be creative with their RPGs, try something new. And this game, I felt, brought something new. I love the whole where you got kind of choose your path in this game. There's two different possible endings for this game, and those endings are pretty much decided on what path you choose when that time comes. I always go the elf path because Ridley goes that path, so I'm always going on that path. The human path is another choice you can make towards the other ending, but I rarely ever choose that one. But this is an amazing game. One of my favorite moments in this game is pretty much in the beginning when Jack and Ridley are about to enter the tournament. And Ridley's going to be tough because she's just sitting there quietly not saying anything. And when it comes time to fight her, her attacks are pretty brutal unless you block. But all of a sudden, she does her main attack and it just puts you out. And it's so funny because not only does it knock you out, but it knocks you out for a while. You don't wake up from it until maybe a couple hours later, which is pretty funny. Lots of funny moments in this game. I wish this game was more widely available for people to play, but definitely really cool that this game is in this book. Star Ocean, the second story, is definitely my favorite game out of the Star Ocean series. This game blew me away. It has so much stuff going for it. 81 different endings, the emotion engine, being able to travel between 3 different planets. Man, this was just freaking amazing. The battles were so much fun because the characters would actually talk to each other during battle. You can kind of tell how if you were underpowered or overpowered against the enemy by what your characters would say at the beginning of the fight. Just really a lot of fun with this game. And I actually played this game, I think around 4 or 5 years ago because they had their 20th anniversary, so I decided to go and play it on the PS1 again. it was like a freaking time capsule. I feel like no time had passed. I mean, I felt like I was playing it as a teenager again. It was an amazing experience. I didn't do everything like I usually do, but I played this game like try to get all the moves and just try to get everything. I just kind of just played it casually this time, but it was still a lot of fun. It just is an amazing game. If you have not played this game yet, definitely I would recommend you guys play this one. It is a really good experience. It will not let you down. All right, guys, so those are just some of my favorites. Definitely a lot of RPGs in here to look through. It's amazing what you'll find in here. They really went all out for this book, and it's truly a really good experience. So this book is definitely something you want to pick up. All right, next up is Go Straight, the Ultimate Guide to Beat 'em Up Games. This one is freaking awesome. I thought I knew pretty much every beat 'em up game out there, and this book freaking surprised me. So many beat 'em up games I did not know existed, and this book is truly on point. 456 pages of beat 'em up goodness. This book is just truly insane, guys. I love how they added the go signs from the beat 'em up games. You know, like when you were done beating up enemies in the area, the go sign would pop up to let you know, hey, you got to move to the next area. So very cool that they added that in there. And as you can see, guys, a lot of detail to the games they added to this book. You know, these articles are very deep and they give you a lot of information. And you can see this. I like how they added this spread for Streets of Rage 2. By the way, everyone, are you a fan of Streets of Rage Part 1 or 2? Which one's your favorite? And of course, here is Double Dragon, the first beat 'em up game I played. Oh man, this game never gets old. Truly, truly an awesome game. But I could flip through this book for hours, so we're going to get right to some of my top favorite games out of this book. And, you know, my top beat 'em up games can change, but most of the time they usually stay the same. So let's get started. Here's B-Rap Boys. This is actually the direct sequel to DJ Boy. A lot of people may not have heard of DJ Boy. It did come out on the Genesis, but it was a horrible port. It wasn't even two-player like the arcade version was. The arcade version of DJ Boy was okay. It has some weird stereotypes in it, but B-Rap Boys made up for every shortcoming the first game had. Here's Double Dragon 2, the arcade game. This came out, I think, around a year later after the first games were released, and this game did things a lot better. Despite the controls that they were kind of reversed depending on what direction you were looking in, it's actually a pretty good game, and it has one of the most dramatic experiences I ever had playing a video game as a kid. You guys know what I'm talking about.
It's brutal.
See you. Here's Puli Rula. This is a co-op adventure game where you play as two kids trying to save their town from being frozen in time. Not a lot of people know about this game. I only saw it in arcades once when I was like 8 years old, and I thought it was pretty cool. Next up is Final Fight 3. Now, one of the reasons I like this game so much is because it allows you to have an AI-controlled second player that helps you through the game. So if you can't do the couch co-op, the AI's got your back. Plus, this Final Fight actually has super moves that are freaking awesome to pull off. Here's another classic, Vendetta. This is a 4-player co-op game by Konami that pretty much deals with like street gangs. This game was no way going to get a release back in the day, but I'm happy it's actually got a release now on the digital store. I think on the PSN store. Here's a cult classic, Ninja Baseball Batman. This is what I would call a hidden gem when it comes to beat 'em up games. This is one of those games that deserves a like a physical release. The animations and the chaos on screen are superb. Alright guys, so you've seen some of what these two books have to offer. Definitely a lot of information and cool art in these books. Definitely check out their catalog as well. They have a lot of detailed books that I think everybody will enjoy. Seriously, I mean, they get down to the business on a lot of information when it comes to certain systems, games, series. I mean, you name it, they got it. So definitely check them out, guys. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Thank you for watching. Radical Reggie, and I will see you in the next video.